you doing? How's it going? Happy Wednesday night. Welcome into the craft room. Come on in. My name is Susan and this is Revive DIY and Upcycle Designs by Sue. Come on in. I'd love to have you join me tonight. We're going to do a project with one of our Watts of Love transfers. So come on in. Wednesdays are for highlighting Watts of Love, or in my world anyway. So I like to share a little bit about that organization. It's a nonprofit that I like to just shine the light on. So come on in, let's do a fun project. I got a new transfer and it's Christmas related and it's a Watts of Love. So come on in and join me. I am going to come over to my iPad real quick and pull up my live so I can see any comments. When you hop on, hit that heart button and say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. I am so happy you're here with me. All right, let's see here. I am going to sprinkle this over to my VIP group, which I have included the link on here. If you would like to join, just click on that link and it'll get you through the process. It's just my private crafting group. I'd love to have you guys in there. It's just a way I can interact with you a little bit more personally. So I'd love to have you join me. And then I got to do one more thing. Actually, that's not true. I'm going to do two more things. So hang on. I'm going to pin a comment so y'all can see it. That has all the information you might be questioning or have questions about. So I'm going to put that in there. And I did want to let you guys know, this is the transfer we're going to be working with, Watts of Love. So I also included in the description of tonight's video, I've included in there a link where you can find out more about Watts of Love. What is Watts of Love? It is a nonprofit organization. Let's see if I got everything I need on here. That helps people by giving them solar lights and teaching them how to use it so that they can improve their living conditions and maybe even become they're going to become less dependent on, say, battery operated things where they have to consume batteries and, you know, what little bit of money they make might be going there. Or kerosene lights, which are extremely dangerous. So it just improves their whole quality of life when they have light. So if you want to click on that link and find out a little bit more about it, that's what I try to do on Wednesdays. I try to highlight a post, point you in the direction. If you'd never heard about it, before I worked for Couture and become a designer and have been doing it for a while, I had never heard of Watts of Light. So I was super excited to learn about it, especially face to face with the founder last July at convention. And I just like to pass that information on along to you guys. So I hope you'll check them out and see if it's something that you might, in some small way, even if it's just by sharing their video and getting their name out there and giving them recognition. Maybe there's some small way that you could help shine the light. So that's what we're about tonight on Wednesday nights. Or, well, it is Wednesday night now. It's dark. Even though it's 5:30, it's pitch dark. Can't stand it. Anyway, let's see. I wanted to check one other thing for you guys real quick. But this one is from last Christmas, and it's called Watts of Love Holiday Hope. And I love it because it is one of what I call the subway kind of subway tile type prints. I love anything like this. I just always have. I don't know why. I just love it with all the words, and it's all, you know, even if you just see one word, it pops out at you. It's encouraging. So we're going to do a project with it tonight. I was struggling a little bit because I keep seeing it on black. I keep seeing it on black. I keep seeing it on black. And I'm like, what do I have that's black? And so I went through the things that I have here that are black and not that I didn't need to alter and make them black because I didn't have that in me tonight. And I was really hoping to get on here earlier, but you know, life happens. I was limited. So I finally came across something that I think is going to work. And so we're going to do that tonight. So give me just a second. I want to check one more thing for you guys. I do not believe, but I'm going to check it out. Actually, let me do it this way. Oh, no, I can do it this way. I am going to do one thing. I don't believe you can get this. I actually got this in a bundle pack. The bundle packs that we offered the end of October, I think it was. Yeah, this is not available anymore, but it's still a fabulous product. We have a new one for Christmas this year. It's called Making Spirits Bright. I will be grabbing that one at some point too, and we'll be doing a project with that. But I want to go ahead and share this one to you guys because I love it so much. And we're going to make it colorful, of course. And what I think I decided on, so let me get that off there so I can actually see y'all in case anybody comments. I love it when you guys comment. To me, it's much more fun to craft with friends instead of just feel like I'm standing here talking to myself. So come on in, and if you come in, feel free to comment. And even if you're catching me on the replay, if you're not catching me live, comment. I love interacting with you guys. So I have had this in my stash for a little while, and I was like, what do I have black? And I finally decided, you know what? I could do it on a piece of fabric. I could do it on some type of fabric, whether it was a dish towel. I knew I didn't have an apron, which this would look cute on an apron for the holidays. But I came across this and I had forgotten I even had it. So this is a reusable polyester tote. As you can see, I've had it for a while. It's pretty inexpensive. If you want to know where I got it from, just send me a message. I'll be glad to tell you. And we're just going to use this, I think. Because when I use, if I use one of my transfers, these are reusable silk screen transfers, and they're sticky. They're self-adhesive. The white part's the silk screen area. And we can reuse these up to a dozen times. If I use it for the first time, I like to do it, if I'm going to do a project that I'm working with ink, blah, 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 blah. I cannot get it out, you guys. Let me get it out. Let me talk. It's just been a weird day. Sorry. I'm trying to get my act together. If I'm going to do it on a project where I'm going to use ink, I like to do it the very first time I use it because that's how it's going to be super sticky. So that's why I decided, you know what, I'm going to do that. I had something else up here. I took it completely off. I'm like, you know what? No, I'll wait. I may or may not do it on that surface. I may not be feeling that the next time I decide it needs to be on black. Maybe it doesn't need to be on black more than once. We'll see. And it was cold earlier, and now I feel like it's gotten warm. So, yeah, it's been a weird day. It's been kind of an unusual day. Anyway, I hope you guys have had a great Wednesday. So this is an ink mat. I'm just sticking this in here because I want to protect my bag. So this is a bag, and I thought, you know, how cool. I don't know about you guys, but I use bags when I shop at Christmas time because I don't like all the plastic bags. God knows we are overrun with plastic bags, so I love reusable bags. I definitely love holiday reusable bags. I actually even store things, decor things in holiday reusable bags. And then also if you have something that you don't want somebody's little eyes to see, then if it's in a bag, a lot of times they can't, like this, and you can carry more, like a bunch of small things. So I thought, well, this will be super fun. I am only going to do one side tonight, but I could absolutely do the other side. And I may, if I might look at my transfers and say, you know what would be cool on that side? Maybe I'll do a tree or a Santa or a whatever on that side. I don't know. I haven't even pulled out my old Christmas transfers from last year, you guys. All I've looked at is my new ones, and I know I have a bunch from last year. So it's hard to tell what I'm going to end up putting on this other side. But this is what we're going to do tonight. So I'm putting an ink mat in here to protect the back side so it doesn't bleed through, the ink doesn't bleed through. And it also will help, you see how this was completely folded. I just took it out of that little, whatever, holder, the paper thing that keeps it all together. It was folded. So it has all these wrinkles in it, but that's okay. I can still work with it. Because the ink mat is sticky, and once I have it placed, I can smooth it out, and it's going to stick to the ink mat and get all the wrinkles out and give me a nice smooth surface to work on. So that's my boy. That's my fur baby. There's people out working in the yard. I don't know how, because it's pitch black out there now, but they were working in the yard next door, trimming back bushes and stuff, I think. And he doesn't like that. He feels like they're too close. All right. So just smooth out all of our wrinkles, and then I'm going to flip it around. And guys, I've just pulled out my most brightest colors. I was going to bring yellow too, because I do have a yellow, but I'm just not feeling yellow for Christmas right now with these colors. So these are the colors that I have, and I'm going to use of ink, and we're going to use a bunch of these. So we're going to use the bright white, shimmer silver, couture teal, and candy apple red. So that's what we're going to do. And I don't know what's going to go where, but we're just going to kind of splatter color all around. Now, working with ink, first of all, this is, like I said, sticky. I I want it to be super sticky. I'm not going to fuzz it because I'm putting it on fabric, and that's the way I want it to be. So let's see if I can somehow find the middle of this bag. I'm going to put it up a little closer to the top, and then I'm also going to see, can I get it? I'm not sure that that's completely straight. So I hope you guys have had a good Wednesday. One went back, my little guy went back to school today, and he had a good day, so that's wonderful. I'm happy and thankful for that. And but my other guy stayed home sick, and then my hubby worked from home. Luckily, he was already supposed to work from home today, but he is definitely feeling better. He's actually able to eat today, so that's a good thing. And I'm just hoping and praying beyond hope and prayer that I don't get it. I slept out on the couch last night, so I didn't get very much sleep. But I'm hoping and praying I don't get it because I don't have time for that. Mamas don't have time for that. I got a lot to get done. I don't get a day off. I'll probably have to work through it even if I do. So I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to get it. I'm hopeful and praying that I will not get it. Okay, that's definitely sticky. Give me a couple minutes, guys. This is the hard part for me. You know, I always struggle with lining it up straight, and it doesn't help because of the stitching. You know, if that's not straight, then that throws me off. Not that anybody else is gonna know when I have this cute bag. They're just gonna say, "Oh, that is a cute bag. Where did you get that?" And I'm gonna say, "I made it." This would be awesome to give as a gift. Who knows? This may end up being as my giveaway. I don't know. I haven't decided. I can't decide on my giveaway. I thought I had decided on it. And I think I've decided on it, but who knows? Maybe it'll be this. Because I can always make another one for myself. That's the cool thing about the transfers is since they're reusable, I can make more than one. All right, let's hold it up and see. I believe, I'm trying not to base it on the bottom. I think that's close enough. I think we're fairly straight. I'm trying to ignore the bottom because it's all, you know, messed up. Uneven. I mean, you can't tell because it's all folded and stuff. So I'm hoping that that's right. And let me make sure my mat is all the way under, because I definitely can tell with this type of material that it would go through. Yeah, I'm covered. All right, so I'm just going to smooth it out, make sure I have no bumps or anything like that. And let me get some squeegees. I'm going to work with red last because you guys know, you know what? I don't have a Christmas apron up here, you guys. I don't have a Christmas apron, but I probably should. I have this nice white sweatshirt on. I probably should put an apron on. Maybe I'll put on my fall one that I made last year. Actually, you know what, guys? I don't want it to get messed up. I don't want it to get messed up. I'd rather work on my denim one, my Couture one, because it's dark and it won't show up as well. I think we'll just do this one tonight. I don't have a Christmas one on today anyway. I wasn't feeling the Christmas vibe today. Although, you know, I'm starting to get some Christmas things out. I just not feeling it. Okay, so we're going to make this Christmas though. We're going to make this Christmas because may your holidays be filled with love, goodwill, happiness, hope, magic, light, peace, jingle, and family. And be filled with all those things. All right. No rhyme or reason with what we're going to use. I may use the shimmer silver for some of the smaller words. And definitely the magic. Like this word, this. And with ink, you can, you have a little more flexibility with your time. So you don't have to rush through as much as you do with other colors. So let me just grab some of my squeegees. 4 squeegees. So holidays and like jingle. The bigger words I definitely want to do in the bright colors. And I'm going to throw some white in there, obviously. So I don't know. I don't don't know. I guess I'm just going to have to kind of work with the red. I have my white beside me in case I get messy. Let me move all this out of the way. When you're working with ink, make sure you're careful. Your hands stay clean. You don't drop any anywhere because it can stain. You can try to wipe it out. I have wiped it out. You guys probably saw me do that on my shirt the other day. I'm going to start at, I should start at the bottom, shouldn't I? All right, let's see. This is the hard part for me. Let me think. Jingle, I think it's going to be in red. So I could pull some blue over here, or I could do blue here. I probably don't need to overthink this, guys. Right? I'm just going to open them all up, and we're just going to start. I feel like sometimes the hardest thing is that first step, and if you just take that first step, then it flows from there. So that's kind of what I'm going to try to do. These are all inks. The reason I'm using ink is because I want to be able to wash this if I need to, and I want it to be able to be heat set. I'll heat set it to make it so it will be washable. So that's why I'm using ink instead of chalk paste. You certainly could use chalk paste as long as you didn't plan on washing it. So even hand washing it, it would come apart. This should not be that hard. This should not be that hard. All right, let's go. Let's just go. Start with my favorite color. How about that? Hopefully it won't take too long. I am not going to dry it and heat set it tonight. I'm just going to do the project, show you guys the project, and then I will let it dry at least 24 hours. You know, I could do this in an ombre, or I could do it in a hot mess technique too. Even with ink you can do that, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Let's do peace and silver. I mean, I could easily pull in one more color, but I don't feel like I have any greens that are, I don't have a green. My green is not the right color green for Christmas. An ink. I don't have a green ink. Guess I need to get one. I need to add that to my list. Today it was nice. It was a little cooler. It was a little breezy. But the clouds are definitely heavy and rolling in. It wasn't super sunny. As you can see, I'm just making sure I've got it all covered, and I'm only working in one direction. And then pulling off any extra. I just want to double check that I don't have any other green. I really wish I had a meadow green, but all I have is a pesto and eucalyptus, and I don't feel like either one of those would be the right shade. I feel like I would need a very green, like a meadow green, and I don't have that one. So let's get some white. Like I said, I could pull in some yellow. Just not sure if I want to. Thankfully, so far, my oldest son is staying healthy. Seems like he catches everything. And the little guy is staying healthy. So hopefully that'll stay the case. And I was able to talk to my daughter tonight, finally. I haven't talked to her since we visited her at the beginning of October. And talk a little bit about Thanksgiving, because you know Thanksgiving is 2 weeks from tomorrow, y'all. And kind of start making some plans. And she's coming off of being sick. Well, she's kind of sick, but she's working through it. Doesn't feel the greatest. She works in a school system, so she's exposed. She said that they have like over 100 kids out. They've had over the last few weeks, and kids going out almost all the time. And as far as I know, it's just like the flu. It's not anything else, she said. I don't know why I'm having trouble getting that to fill in. So it's everywhere. All right, we're gonna do, I feel like Jingle has to be in red. I don't know why. I just feel like it does. I could have done that in copper, I guess, like a Jingle Bell, or silver. Excuse me. I feel like some of those areas are just not saturating, and I don't know if it's the material, because it says it's polyester. Usually these are cotton. It says it's polyester. Maybe that's why. So have you guys already planned out your Thanksgiving meal? My kids are not big on a lot of the traditional Thanksgiving foods, so we kind of customize ours. Ours is not traditionally adequate. I get not adequate. Doesn't necessarily subscribe to the traditional fare. And I'm not going to make it just because you're supposed to have it on Thanksgiving if that's not really what they want. I'd rather fix what they'd rather have, even if it's not traditional. And just like at Christmas, we don't do turkey and all that stuff again. If we do turkey at Thanksgiving, we don't do it again. But they're not even big, huge turkey fans. So we don't get a whole big bird anymore. I did when my in-laws were around, and we had a big group here for supper on Thanksgiving, but I feel like I need to add teal here, and then we're gonna pull it up. I'm just gonna do some of these. I know I have teal right down there, but it's the only color I feel like can go up the side. My red. This would look great in just red and white as well. I don't know if I like this polyester as much as the cotton, because it definitely, it's making me work harder. I might even add a little red into this with my finger. Which you can totally do. Now, the idea is to work quick enough that you don't, that your ink does not, or your chalk paste if you were chalking, does not dry in your silkscreen. And I'm going to take a little bit of red, and I'm going to have to wipe my finger off. Just kind of blend it. And with the happiness word. Finger painting. Not the family, but the happiness word, since it's right there close by. As you're hopping on, make sure you hit that heart button and say hi. Okay, make sure my fingers are clean. I'm going to pull this part up and let's see how it turned out. Like I said, I feel like it's not covering as well as canvas bags usually do. I think it'll still look good, but I just don't feel like it's made that pink. That's okay. All right, it'll be fine. So there we go so far. Ooh, I feel like the J. Oh, it's pulled my. Guys, like that's pulled my. Yeah, I don't know if I like this polyester. Maybe look for a if you're gonna get one, look for a canvas one, guys. I've never had any problem with the canvas ones, but this polyester, I'm not a big fan. Press it down right here, because I feel like it's pulling it up. I want to have good contact. Okay, but we paste and peel, so we're releasing it from the transfer. See, that didn't even fill in well. That's okay. We're just going to keep going. Keep going. Shall we do hope? Let's do it over here first. Let's see. That's going to be blue and red. Hope could be. Love should definitely be red. Goodwill could be silver. Just play with it, guys. It's like coloring. Just figure out what you want it to look like. Love. I don't know how, I still hear them out there working. I don't know how they are working. It is pitch black. I don't even know, I guess, I don't even think the moon's out yet. Speaking of the moon, did anybody see the lunar eclipse? That was one morning I didn't have to get up yesterday morning because we had election day. The kids had off, so I didn't have to be up before the sunrise, so I didn't get to see it. I saw some fabulous pictures. It was amazing. Anybody see it? This is blue. You guys, I really don't like how this is covering on polyester. I guess this is the first time I've done it on polyester. definitely is not doing as well as it does on other fabrics that I've used in the past. Let's do this in white. And I apologize, guys, I'm paying attention to this an awful lot today. I feel like it needs my concentration because there's so many words. If I ever miss any comments, I will come back and answer them after the live, but feel free to ask. I feel like it's taking a lot more pressure and a lot more ink than it normally does. This is polyester. I know they have these in canvas as well because I've gotten them in canvas. I think I got this one because it was a bigger shape and I thought it would be nice to have a big shape. Okay. I think I'm going to do this. Just keep it simple, the whole phrase. And I actually may add some red to this one too because I feel like it's picking it up anyway. So might as well. I'm beginning to think I should have done that in the whole thing. All right, we're going to pull that part up. See what that looks like. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Kind of turned out cool, the letters. See how it's like on top of it, like the whites in the background? That's kind of neat. I like that. That one didn't turn out badly. All right, so now we're going to do Holiday in teal. I think we're done with white. And we're done with red. Oh, don't like, oh gosh, you guys, look what I did. Okay, so this is what I was saying. Be careful, I don't know how that happened. There we go. almost done. Tell me how you would do this one. Would you do it in the multiple colors? Do you think it looks better in multiple colors, or would you do it in all one color? I feel like multiple color makes it kind of, the words stand out a little more, the individual words. Or would you just do it in maybe 2 colors? Or would you do it in ombre? Ombre would look super cool. Red, blue, and white. I mean, it would kind of feel like Santa. Well, maybe red, blue, and silver. Like last night we used, I could have used Shimmer Frost. I didn't think about that. I didn't use any, well, no, I couldn't because I don't have it in ink. I don't even know. They make that one in ink. The only shimmer I have in ink is the silver. They make other ones in shimmer, but I think it might just be the gold and the copper. I have the copper, but I didn't feel like that was gonna be the right colors for this. I feel like this is not even like staying on my mat well because of the material. And my mat was nice and clean. Cleaned it after our project the other day. Okay, one last color. Let's see how that made out. Let's check it. Pretty, pretty. All right, last one. And we're done. Shimmer actually seems to be doing the best. I feel like it's going on the best and covering the best with this type of fabric. You know what, guys? I'm going to take a tiny bit of this shimmer and I'm just going to kind of go back over the top of my teal just to kind of blend it in a little. Okay, all done. All right, guys, let's do our peel and review. Get all this ink out of the way. Check my fingers again. One last time. I think I'm okay. Let's do it. Ta-da! Now, you want to make sure if you get one of those and you are using ink that you wash it as quickly as you can. You don't want the ink to sit in there and ruin your transfer. How pretty is that, y'all? I think I like the colors, though. Isn't that pretty? What do you think? Hit that heart button if you like it. I'd love to know what you think in comments. But this is our Watts of Love, one of our Watts of Love transfers. This is retired, sadly. And guys, I need to let you know that we have a couple surfaces and several Christmas transfers that are already on low stock and low quantity. And once they are gone, they are actually gone. Like, we're retiring the deer. The deer will not be coming back next year, as you can see from my corner. The deer are, where is that? Where is that guy? Where is that guy? I can't think of where it is. My bistro stand, that is going to be retiring. I cannot remember where that is. Oh, it's hiding behind my football. That's going to be retiring and gone. It's not coming back. I don't know what they're going to replace it with. The 18 by 18 box frame, which was a special that they came out just for the holiday season. Once it's gone, it's gone. and several of the Christmas transfers. So you might want to check them out, guys. It's already getting low quantity. I'm getting a little freaked out because I want to do some workshops and I don't have everything yet. So I hope you guys like this transfer. I hope you like this idea, and I hope that you'll check out Watts of Love just to find out what it's about. If nothing else, maybe share some of their posts either on Instagram, on Facebook. They might be on Twitter. I don't know if they're on TikTok. I don't do those, so I'm not sure. But thanks so much for joining me and let me come into your world for just a little while tonight. I hope that this inspired you or at least entertained you. And I look forward to sharing another project with you, hopefully tomorrow. And I think it'll be a Christmas one. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Christmas one. And until I see you guys next time, have a great Wednesday night. I hope you'll be safe, you'll stay healthy, and be blessed. All right, guys. Thanks. I'll see you later.